to invoke the presence of God in every gathering we find ourselves. Thereby, I will now love to call on to Mr. Lamin Sise, Ustaz of Airport Mosque, and Abraham Sambu to lead us in prayers. Imam, you are welcome on stage.
Thank you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you so much, Imam, for that wonderful prayers. May we have Abraham Sambu to lead us in Christian prayers.
Thank you very much. Is it on?
Yes, it's on.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Lord, hear our prayer as you guide the sector week. Today being the third day of the sector week, I pray that the Lord will guide us all. As we start the Lord's Prayer, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, as now and forever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.
Can I have the mic? Thank you so much, Abraham Sambu.
Amen.
May our prayers be answered. Okay, this one is off. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me acknowledge the presence of the master of the house, CEO, Niro Company Limited, Mr. Suleiman Cham, and his entire management team. Ladies and gentlemen, a media house is present here today. Star FM, Paradise TV, GRTS, QTV, Kerfatu, Fatu Network, West Coast Region, representatives from GRA, Immigration Department, Fire and Rescue Service, GNA, Security Port, SeaCas Gambia, Gambia International Airlines, Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, BIACU, Gambia Postal Service, FSQA, MOH Airport Office, Gambia Mosque Committee, Imam Airport Mosque, Trust Bank Limited Branch Manager, Red Coat and the Airport Police, airlines and other partners in aviation industry, Air Rep Service Mr. Ben Yausen, Country Manager SN Brussels, Country Manager Sky Airlines, Country Manager Royal Air Morocco, Country Manager Turkish Airlines, Country Manager Air Senegal, Country Manager Air Peace Airlines, Country Manager Value Jet, CEO Institute of Travel and Tourism, CEO Gambia Tourism and Hospitality Institute, Spotless Cleansing Service, Euro Wall, Niro board members, Mr. Alkali Ba, Mr. Babukar Cham, Mr. Nurusi, Miss Pauline Bakrin, Honorable Babukar Boy, Honorable Ministers present here today, private sector operators, Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, QCell, AFISO, community and religious leaders, Alcalo of New Yundum, Alcalo of Banjulunding, Imam of Banjulunding, Imam of New Yundum, and St. Peter's Pastor, National Assembly members, member of Busumbala constituency, member of Old Yundum constituency, and then local government, Governor West Coast region, Chairman Drikama Area Council, Councilor Lamin Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a true honor to welcome you to this historic gathering, the Gambia's 7th Airport and Aviation Safety Week. Today we are not just making an event, we are making a statement that safety is not an afterthought in aviation. It is the foundation on which everything else stands. This initiative was part of the Airport Council International ACI Safety Week campaign, and the Gambia is a proud member. This initiative was part of the Airport Council International ACI, and the Gambia is a proud member. The idea was born in 2017 when the Safety and Technical Working Group of ACI identified two priorities that just remain as relevant today. First, to strengthen safety culture across the aviation sector, making it not just a policy, but a living practice. Second, to ensure strong visible support from senior management in every institution that plays a role in the aviation safety. When we speak of safety culture, we mean more than just rules and regulations. We mean a working environment where values, attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors are all aligned towards one goal, which is safety. It is about making safety a habit, a reflex, and a shared responsibility. This year's theme, Apron and Runway Safety, emphasizes the critical importance of the operational heart of the airport. The apron and safety are where accuracy, coordination, and discipline must be at the highest. Every moment, every decision, and every action in these areas have a direct impact on the safety of the passengers, crew, and the aircraft as a whole. Moreover, we will celebrate the dedication of the men and women who work tirelessly, often behind the scenes, to ensure that every passenger, every flight, and every operation is conducted with the highest regards of safety. Let us use this week to not only deepen our technical understanding, but to also sharpen our knowledge and commitment to the safety-first mindset. If we succeed in that, then this year's Aviation Safety Week will not just be remembered as an event, it will be remembered as the beginning of a lasting legacy of the Gambian aviation industry. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the program guide proper. I will now love to call on to the master of the house, the man impeccable, the individual who serves as a role model for many. He is no other person but the CEO, Niro Company Limited, Mr. Suleiman Cham, to give a welcome remarks and introduction to Niro Company Limited. Honorable, you welcome on stage.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, President. Assalamu alaikum. The honorable ministers ably represented here, Governor of West Coast Region ably represented here, Niro Board of Directors here present, Director General Civil Aviation here present, Managing Director, Gambia International Airline, valued airline partners, Gambia Police Force, Gambia Immigration Services, Gambia Customs Services, Gambia Fire and Rescue Services, ECOWAS forces here present, media houses here present, religious leaders, other service chiefs here present, staff of Niro Company Limited, all airport staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocol respectfully observed. It is my profound honor to welcome you to Day 3 of 2025 Aviation Safety Week. Hosted proudly here at the headquarters of Niro Company Limited, a proudly Gambian-born Pan-African company entrusted with ground handling, in-flight catering, and travel agency services. This year's theme, promoting apron and runway safety, is not just a subject for discussion. It is a principle that defines how Niro operates, how we lead, and how we have redefined the benchmark for aviation services in the Gambia. Runway and apron safety are the heartbeat of aviation. An aviation journey starts from the apron and the actual flight takes off at the runway. The apron and the runway form the vital link between ground operation and the open sky. But safety on the apron and runway does not occur by chance. It demands vision, foresight, investment, and leadership. And this is precisely where Niro has distinguished itself. Safety is not a slogan at Niro. It is a living philosophy, embedded in our training, our investment, our operation, and ultimately constituting our service culture. This is why I can declare with absolute confidence, Niro is not just a participant in the Gambian aviation. We are its heartbeat, its pace setter, and its giant. As you may recall, few months before the ground handling inauguration, a severe storm scattered unit load devices, as we commonly call them, the ULDs, across the Banjul airfield, threatening aircraft, equipment, and other airport infrastructure. Niro responded by investing in modern ULD storage, ensuring safe, efficient, and organized handling of critical equipment. This bold action placed Banjul International Airport in line with international best practice and eliminated a serious risk. At Niro, safety resides and gets nurtured in the hearts and minds of our people. From inception, we deliberately recruited young Gambian and African aviation professionals, blending local pride, continental expertise, and professionalism. From Dakar to Kigali, from Addis Ababa to Banjul and beyond, every Niro manager is a certified IATA trainer, ensuring continuous staff development, world-class knowledge transfer, and cultivate a culture where safety is a shared responsibility. This is why we say at Niro, safety is not a regulation, it's our DNA, our promise, and our brand value. Mr. Chair, observing the struggle of passengers with reduced mobility, Niro became the first and only company in the Gambia to introduce an ambulance, ensuring safe and dignified boarding. This is not just equipment, it is a statement of inclusion, compassion, and leadership. Mr. Chair, on the 7th of this 7 Safety Week event, an aircraft not even on our contract gets stranded on the runway. And Niro, without hesitation, stepped forward and saved the Gambian aviation. With our state-of-the-art equipment, well-trained and vigilant staff, we rescued the operation, avoided massive financial loss, and protected the nation's reputation. The day proved beyond any reasonable doubt Niro is the beacon of Gambian aviation safety. Today, Niro proudly partners with some of the most respected airlines in the world. Brussels Airlines, A Skies Airline, TAP Portugal, Air Peace, and much more. These are not casual relationships. They are built on competent, consistent delivery of world-class service and trust. Airlines choose Niro because they know that with us, their aircraft, their passengers, and their reputation are well safeguarded. They choose us because we marry global standard with local expertise, and because our name has become synonymous with safety, reliability, and excellence. Every safe turnaround, every smooth flight we handle, every satisfied passenger we assist reinforces our undeniable leadership in the aviation industry in the Gambia. Mr. Chair, safety is not merely about avoiding accidents. It's about building confidence. And confidence is the most valuable currency in the aviation. Confidence attracts airlines. Confidence reassures passengers. Confidence grows economies. When airlines know Banjul is safe, efficient, and reliable, they expand routes and increase investment. When passengers feel secure, they promote the Gambia as a destination. This is why apron and runway safety is not just a technical duty. It is an economic imperative, and Niro is proud to lead it. Mr. Chair, as the champion of innovation in the industry, today I am delighted to make an important announcement, an important, beautiful announcement that will further strengthen our collective commitment to safety and unparalleled services in the Gambian aviation industry. Announcement number 1, the CEO Champion Safety Award. With a prize of $50,000 will be awarded annually to Niro staff who demonstrate extraordinary commitment to safety at Banjul International Airport. The second award, the CEO Giant Safety Award, Niro's highest recognition, will be given to the best performing company or institution at Banjul Airport that upholds the apron runway safety at the highest standard. This award will be overseen by the Gambia Civil Aviation Safety Team, ensuring fairness, transparency, and credibility. By introducing these awards, Niro is not only leading by example, but it also encourages every individual and institution at Banjul International Airport to embrace safety as a personal and collective mission and responsibility. As we mark this third day of Aviation Safety Week, let me be clear. Niro Company Limited is the pace setter in the Gambian aviation by vision, scale, competence, and impact. We lead in safety, treating the life of passengers and crew as very important. We invest boldly, bringing innovation and equipment never seen before in our country. We respond decisively, stepping up not just for our client, but all Gambian aviation. And we represent the Gambia with pride, ensuring every aircraft movement reflects the reputation of our beloved country, the Gambia. Mr. Chair, in conclusion, I reaffirm Niro's pledge to remain at the forefront of apron and runway safety, to continue raising the bar in service delivery, and to uphold our position as undisputed leader and innovation in the Gambian aviation. Together with our partners, regulators, government, we will ensure that the Gambia aviation is not only safe, but globally competitive. Together, we recommit to only making Banjul Airport the smiling coast of Africa, but also a continental beacon of hope, safety, efficiency, and service excellence. Thank you all, and may safe apron, safe runway, and safe skies continue to define the Gambia aviation industry of excellence. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful remarks. Can you give him another round of applause? You mentioned that safety is not a slogan in Niro, but a living practice. And I can attest to that. Safety is a living practice when it comes to Niro's aviation industry. Safety is a shared responsibility. It is in our DNA. And I believe the staffs of Niro will all agree that safety, there is no joke when it comes to safety in Niro. But when it comes to safety award, I know the Banabunkas will now tighten their belts for them to receive that $50,000. So allow me to acknowledge the presence of United Africa Group. They have done tremendously well when it comes to aviation industry. Moving on to next on the agenda, I now call on to representative from GCAA. He is no other person but the DG's representative, Kabiro Janne. Kabiro, you are welcome on stage.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, representative of honorable ministers invited, board of directors of Niro Company, representative of the governor, West Coast region, media houses, managing director, GIA, represented here by his deputy, Mr. Ao. Other invited colleagues from different partners and stakeholders of the airport, media houses, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the Director General of Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, it is my singular honor to join you in today's episode of the Safety Week celebration organized by Niro Company Limited. This gathering reflects the shared commitment the GCAA have with our stakeholders to ensure safety is given the highest consideration in aviation operations. Aviation is built on trust, the trust of the passengers, the trust of the airlines, the trust of operators and regulators, and all other partners. And that trust must fulfill the requirements in the standard operation procedures, which is basically to satisfy safety. Safety is not only a requirement, but also a condition we must all uphold. As regulators, operators, and stakeholders, we all play a role in maintaining the highest standards so that the Gambia continues to provide a safe and reliable aviation environment and operations at all times. Over the years, Niro have become an important stakeholder. Having started as flight catering, Niro have expanded their operations to ground handling, passenger processing, ticketing, aircraft safety, and baggage handling, including lost baggage. These services constitute the complete cycle for passenger and aircraft movement, and hence the important role Niro plays in Banjul International Airport. I wish to commend the organizing committee for dedicating this week to focus on the importance of apron and runway safety and the commitment of all stakeholders involved. The presentations and site visits are not just symbolic. They are a reminder that safety is an ongoing process of training, vigilance, and continuous application of the procedures. Initiatives like these create awareness and demonstrate good leadership and partnership in advancing the collective goals of our industry. As the GCAA, we reaffirm our commitment to working hand in hand with all stakeholders to strengthen safety practices, comply with international standards, and foster a culture where safety is everyone's responsibility. Together, we can ensure that our aviation sector grows in a sustainable, safe, and secure manner. Let me conclude by encouraging all participants to actively engage, learn, and share best practices through this program and awareness site visits that will be conducted throughout the week. Safety is achieved not by one institution alone, but by the collective effort of all and sundry. I wish to take this opportunity to thank the organizing committee once again to bring this awareness to the stakeholders such as Niro and all other partners. And I wish to thank you all for a successful week and hope that the lessons learned, especially regarding safety, will help you in your operations at all times. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kabiro, DG's representative of GCAA. And I believe we have learned a lot from his speech. It is important to note that safety in aviation is not an afterthought, and it is not a single man's business. Safety is a shared responsibility, and because without safety, aviation is a no-go area. So I believe we should take good care of our responsibilities and focus on safety a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call on to our own safety manager, Mr. Malik Samba, to give a presentation on the Niro Safety visions and achievements. Mr. Malik, you're welcome on stage.
Good morning. The Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, represented here. The CEO, Niro Company Limited, Niro Board of Directors, Director General Civil Aviation, represented here. The Managing Director of Gambia International Airlines, represented here. Value Airline Partners, the Gambia Police Force, Gambia Immigration Services, the Gambia Revenue Authority, other service chiefs present, Chief of Busumbala Constituency, staff of Niro Company Limited, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to participate in today's event as we observe Banjul International Airport Aviation Safety Week 2025 here at the headquarters of Niro Company Limited. The purpose of an Aviation Safety Week event like this is to take a moment to reflect on how important safety is in everyday operations at Banjul International Airport. It is an opportunity for us to come together and reaffirm our collective responsibility to keeping people, aircraft, and equipment safe. According to IATA, the aviation industry faces a staggering ground damage cost of about $4 billion every year. If we do not tackle this issue head on, that number could nearly double to $10 billion by 2035. These figures are not just abstract numbers. They translate into delayed flights, injured staff, disrupted operations, damaged aircraft that could have been avoided with a strong commitment to safety practices. The apron and runway are the most sensitive parts of the airport, where most ground damage happens. According to IATA, the most common incident on runways are runway excursions, when an aircraft veers off or overruns the runway, and runway incursions, where aircraft, vehicles, people enter an active runway without authorization. On the apron, frequent incidents include collisions between aircraft and ground support equipment, injuries to personnel from jet blast, or unsafe movement, and damage from vehicles, equipment, and foreign object debris, FOD. While apron incidents happen more often, runway events tend to bypass from with safe operations on the apron and runway. Therefore, this Aviation Safety Week is more than just a celebration. It is a rallying cry, urging us to work together to eliminate preventable incidents, cut down on ground damage, and pave the way for a safer future in aviation in the Gambia. In the world of aviation, safety is not just a box to check. It is the very foundation of our industry. Every action we take on the ramp, every aircraft turnaround, every piece of equipment we operate reflects our steadfast dedication to preventing passengers, crew and ground personnel and aircraft from injury and damage. At Niro Company Limited, this dedication shapes our identity and directs how we conduct our operations. Our safety vision is straightforward. We aim to be recognized as the safest and most reliable ground handling service provider in the region and beyond. To achieve this, we will foster a proactive safety culture, encourage Niro employees at all levels to take ownership of safety, strengthen safety management system, SMS, continuously improve our safety management system to meet and exceed the International Civil Aviation Organization, the International Air Transport Association, and also the local regulatory standards. Invest in training and competency. Provide comprehensive training programs that align with IATA AHM 1110 an IATA Dangerous Goods Training Program Guidance Manual, and other relevant regulations. Adapt competency-based training and assessment principles to build both knowledge and practical skills. Leverage innovation and technology. Continue to invest in modern ground support equipment with advanced safety features. Build partnership for safety. Collaborate with our customer airlines, Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, and industry stakeholders to share best practices. Measure safety performance. Periodically review and set clear safety performance indicators, such as zero aircraft damage, zero staff injuries, and high safety reporting culture. Today, I am proud to share our outstanding safety performance we achieved together over the past year, proof of what we can accomplish as a team. We recorded zero aircraft damage caused by ground support equipment. We maintained zero staff injuries across all operations. We ensured that 100% of our workforce are trained and certified in both airside safety and safety management system. We achieved zero accidents relating to aircraft handling and loading. We recorded zero incidents with regards to aircraft weight and balance calculations or use of wrong aircraft reference weights. We recorded a significant increase in hazard reporting, with staff actively identifying hazards before they escalate to accidents and incidents. And we strengthened our internal oversight by increasing the number of internal safety inspections. These achievements did not just happen out of the blue. They stem from intentional hard work, strong leadership, most importantly, teamwork. But let me stress this: safety is delicate. It is fragile. It demands our constant monitoring. Achieving great results once is not enough. We need to maintain them every single day, every shift, and every operation. At Niro, we are firm believers that safety excellence relies on several essential pillars. First, training and competence. We have invested heavily to ensure that every member of our workforce is not only trained, but certified in line with essential safety, operational, and regulatory standards. A trained employee is a confident employee, and a confident employee is a safe employee. Second, adherence to standard operating procedures, SOPs. Safety cannot be left to improvisation. Our teams understand that every checklist, every inspection, every procedure is in place for a reason: to prevent errors, to reduce risk, and to protect lives and assets. Third, a just and open reporting culture. We encourage our staff to speak up, to report hazards, near misses, and incidents without fear of blame. The non-punitive reporting policy has significantly increased the number of hazards reports we received, allowing us to take proactive measures to analyze and mitigate risks associated with these hazards before they escalate to undesired outcomes, such as accidents and incidents. Fourth, leadership commitment. At Niro, safety is supported at the highest level of management. Our leadership provides resources, guidance, and unwavering support to ensure that safety is never compromised for speed, cost, or convenience. And finally, continuous improvement. Safety is not an end in itself, but a continuous process. That is why we conduct frequent internal inspections, not to find faults and apportion blame, but to learn, to improve, and to strengthen our operations. At Niro, we are fully aware that safety is not an end itself, but a continuous process. It is not about arriving at a destination, then calling it a day. Instead, safety is a continuous process that demands our constant attention, regular monitoring, and commitment to improvement. Even when we hit that milestone of zero accident, zero aircraft damage, and zero injuries, our work is far from over. New risks, new challenges are always on the horizon, and it is up to us to stay ahead of the game, adapt, and respond accordingly. We need to view safety as a living culture, one that strives on awareness, learning, and proactive measures. Because true safety is never a final achievement. It is always in motion. As we commemorate the 7th edition of the Banjul International Airport Safety Week, I want to remind everyone that safety is a collective responsibility. Whether you are a ground handling service provider, an in-flight catering provider, security service provider, aviation fuel provider. Ironically, when he was ready to publish the book, he did not have the money to do it. Someone jokingly told him, why not you read your own book? This story is humorous, but it carries a deep lesson. Sometimes we already have the knowledge, the resources, and the tools to succeed, yet we fail to apply them when it matters most. The same is true in aviation safety management. We have the safety manuals, the regulations, and the reporting systems. We have the guidance from ICAO, from IATA, and our own organizations. But the real question is, do we use them? A safety management system is only effective if it is lived out daily, not just written in manuals or displayed in posters. Just like the author, he forgot to apply the principles of his own book. We risk setbacks if we fail to apply the safety principles we already know. Therefore, our challenge is simple but powerful. Let us not only know safety, but also practice it. Let us move from theory to action, from documents to behavior, from procedures to performance. Only then can we truly achieve a safe, efficient, and resilient operation at Banjul International Airport. In closing, I would like to thank the GCAA and all industry stakeholders for their collaboration. I also want to express my deepest appreciation to the Niro family, our frontline teams. Those are the ones seated on my left. We have the profilers. They are there to make sure that any passenger that travels with the correct documentation. We have our passenger service agents who are responsible for checking the passengers, but also make sure that the baggage they carry are in compliance with the customer airline requirements in terms of weight, but also make sure that the baggage recorded in the system reflects the actual weight of the bag for flight safety. Baggage service agents, we call them the baggage claims office, they handle mishandled bags. Load controllers, they make sure that the aircraft is balanced for safe flight. Aircraft turnaround coordinators, the aircraft loaders, JC operators and drivers, airline security staff, aircraft cleaners, JC maintenance staff, the catering staff, airline ticketing staff, administration, supervisors and managers for their professionalism, vigilance, and dedication. It is through your dedication and hard work that we can stand here today and proudly share our safety performance achievements. I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to my amazing colleagues in the Safety and Quality Department. Your unwavering commitment to detail and dedication to compliance keep us aligned with our processes and procedures. Make sure that safety and quality are always at the forefront of what we do. Your hard work not only inspires confidence, but also lays the groundwork for ongoing success. Together, let us continue to strive for excellence, not because regulators demand it, not because management expects it, but because lives depend on it. Let us make safety not just as a priority that shifts, but a value that never changes. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Malik Samba, our safety manager.
sorry.
It
It's
seems
raining.
like the weather is fighting against this program. So, without wasting much time, I believe we can move to the end of the program. I now call on to Mr. Niro board member to give a closing remarks before we move to the air side for site visit. Yes, let me remove the computer.
Thank you. Honorable ministers ably represented here, Governor West Coast Region, our visionary CEO Niro Company Limited. Before I go further, I might like to add, wow, those awards are quite interesting, and I want to reassure the audience that the board would definitely approve of those awards, and we are with you all the way. Distinguished directors, GCAA, Managing Director, GIA, respected security chiefs, our valued airline partners, our indefatigable Niro staff, who are also our field marshals of safety, ladies and gentlemen, friends, true safety champions, media houses here present, all other protocols respectfully observed. As we draw the curtain on day 3 of the 7th Airport Safety Week, it is my singular honor and privilege to offer the closing words. And no, this is not the part where you quietly slip out like passengers trying to dodge excess baggage fees. Kindly stay with me, because I am about to share, what I'm about to share is just not only a speech, but also a charge to all of us. First, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our regulators, the GCAA, whose tireless leadership once again proven that safety is the heartbeat of effective airport operation. I equally recognize every stakeholder who lent time, expertise, resources to make this week resounding success so far. I heard you have turned complex safety protocols into living, breathable lessons. You have reminded us that vigilance is not complicated when it is lived daily. Our Niro family, your energy, discipline, unyielding spirit has once more shown that safety at Niro is not a poster on the wall. It is a living culture, an unbreakable code, a covenant we share to travelers daily. To our partner airlines and stakeholders, you have proven beyond doubt that safety is not the job of one company, one department, one regulator. Like an aircraft, we cannot fly with one wing. Each of you represent a lift, a thrust, a balance, a stability that keep our aviation ecosystem afloat. But let us be clear, safety is not an event. It is not a banner that we hang today and take down tomorrow.
It is the oxygen of the aviation industry. Without it, no aircraft flies, no passenger boards, no cargo moves, and no nations connect. Carry this week's lesson with you into the runway and aprons, into the control tower and baggage halls, into the meeting rooms and every decision. Let safety be the compass that directs our every action. There is a saying in aviation, just mentioned by one of our staff not long ago, that if you think safety is expensive, then try accident. It is lived reputations and national trust, and that price the Gambia cannot pay. So let us invest wisely in vigilance, in teamwork, in unshakable commitment. Let us be relentless custodian of safe skies, because